Okay guys, I'm out here with old Big Turd, my 71 C10 truck, 6-cylinder, 3-speed. I've been kind of cleaning it up just a little bit from being over at Tim Dixon's at Gas X Chop Shop, 10 Miles, Tennessee. You can find him on Facebook, Gas X Chop Shop. But when you go over at Tim's, I don't care what it is. When you're over Tim's for a little while, because of all the welding and grinding that goes on over there, it's gonna, whatever you have is gonna get dirty and dusty. And so I just kind of cleaned it up just a little bit. It's a pretty day for the moment, but the temperature's going to be dropping, and so you know how it is in the winter. And let's all say this together: I hate winter. I know I say that a lot, so I guess y'all was expecting that. So there, I got that out of the way. I hate winter. I'm looking forward to summertime. But had to adjust the carburetor down just a little bit. Tim and Corey had all that stuff took off the engine, and it seemed like it was idling just a little bit high. So I tried to idle it down just a little bit. Yeah, I think I've done pretty good on it. We'll see. Anyway, just letting it run here a little bit. Sure won't hurt it none. It's got a 250 in it. 6-cylinder. Had that head gasket replaced. It was leaking some antifreeze. If you've kept up with my videos, this thing started leaking just a little bit of antifreeze, and I was just really glad that it didn't have a cracked block or anything, because this old truck had been sitting for a long time in the woods, and it was left for dead. So it's kind of funny how some of this stuff kind of turns around. Now it's running good. And anyway, I was going to tell you too, this thing, if you're a new subscriber, this outlet really works. You can plug stuff into it. I don't know how it's wired up, but we've had long discussions about that. But that, you really can plug something up to it and it'll work. 110. But anyway, I'm just messing with the carburetor a little bit. I adjusted that screw down there, and it sounds a little bit better. It's not idling so fast, but it's got all new plugs, plug wires. Anything that was took off this motor, I wanted new put on, and it needed it. All new plugs. AC Delco stuff is what's on it. It runs really good. So I'm glad to get that out of the way, and it seems to run real good. I drove all the way back from Tim's, and Tim had drove it a pretty good pace before he told me it was good to go. So real glad about that. So anyway, I'm just going to tell you that just out here fooling around with it. What I was going to tell you though, that I thought I might want to, if you've watched any of my old videos, you'll know that I got this floor mat is from like a square body Chevy truck, like a 75, 73, whatever, 74, square body rubber mat. And I went to the junkyard. I can't afford the factory rubber mat that they have for these trucks. This is a 71. So, and it was born with a rubber mat. So, I think I promised you that I would show you how the rubber mat turned out. Well, it's in here and it looks good. I'm proud of it. I actually think this part right here is supposed to be up there, but Corey put it in, and he put the worst part of the mat toward the back, so it would be under the seat and you wouldn't see it. But I think that's what he done. Anyway, as I said, if you watch my older videos a couple of months ago, I guess, you can see what I done. I got this for $15 at the local junkyard, took it home, washed it, scrubbed it with a brush, and got all the dirt and mud and stuff like that was on it. Let me turn this off. Maybe we can hear a little better. Hang on just a minute. Ooh, like not reached it. Anyway, so got this all cleaned up, put it in here, and I told Corey that I would help him put it in. But I live so far away, I guess he decided he'd save me some money, and I guess Tim helped him. But look what a good job they done putting this around this floor shifter. It looks really good. But my point is, let me show you the other side real quick. Should have started here anyway to begin with, I guess. Not sure, but as I said, this rubber mat is not for this truck, but for me, for what I do, it's worked out great. I'm going to do a little bit of finagling on here when it gets a little bit warmer outside. It's a little cool today, and anyway, it's turned out good. I really like it. But I was going to tell you, Corey stuck it up under here, and you can see how far it has went. I want to say like under this door sill, you can see that far. I'm going to say one knuckle. And I don't know, I don't think it would have reached all the way over here. Well, could have a little bit, could have smudged just a little bit. But I'm not going to fool with it because it looks so good here. So, and I knew that shifter was going to be a problem trying to get this to fit just right. So what I'm going to do, and I don't have any, I done looked, I was going to try to get me some flat black or maybe cut me another piece of rubber. You know how I am about saving everything. But I was going to get me a piece of rubber or flat black, all this in here, so maybe this wouldn't be as noticeable. And I'm going to try to glue this down. I might get this part to go up under the door sill here. But anyway, it is, for me, for this old truck, this is not a show truck. It is not a show truck, but it looks good enough. I'm happy to have it, and for $15 as compared to $150 or $200, I'll take the $15 mat. And if I had a show truck or something, which I do not, this, it'd be different. But for this old truck, it's worked out great. I'm gonna shut this door, hang on. Oh yeah, and a little update on the door rubber. This door rubber has turned out good for me. It's from a Dodge D100, I think it's what it was. Dodge pickup truck, but it just went right in there just like it's made for it. So I didn't have to buy door rubber either. Going to the junkyard can save you some money. So, and it did me. So I think I give $10 for this, for both sides. I think that's what I give. Don't quote me on that. But I say in the videos what I give for it. I think it was 10. But anyway, the wind's getting up if you're hearing anything. But anyway, I got my door rubber in, my rubber mat in, got my head fixed on my, shutting the door. Didn't want to crack your ears open. But everything's looking pretty good. I got it kind of halfway cleaned up. Needs the water hose put to it, but it's just too dang cold, and I'm not going to do it. It's not worth getting sick over. But I kind of got it cleaned up there a little bit. Anyway, just going to tell you, I got it back, and I'm awfully glad to have it back. It's probably, of my trucks, it's hard to pick, but this is probably one of my favorites. I guess because I've spent so much time with it. But I spend a lot of time with all my trucks, and my 62 Impala is still in the garage at my buddy's garage, and I told him to take his time on it. Give you an update on that. I have, if I didn't tell you already, the 75 C10 truck that I bought here recently, the short bed, the blue and white one. I've got 2 or 3 videos of it. It's kind of hard to see in the videos, but I just kind of done that so you can see what it looks like. It's I got some bumper guards for it that should be coming in the mail. I hope some used ones. Everything I want for that truck, I want used. That's how I like to play the game. I don't want to buy new unless I just have to, but I'd rather have just good used stuff. It kind of goes along with the truck and the story I'm trying to tell about the truck. And so anyway, I'm just real happy to get it back. I guess you can tell by the sound of my voice. But anyway, I'd like to find some used bumper guards for this truck. So if you have any that's for sale, that would fit a 71 C10, those little chrome ones, I think that's what they are, go around right about right in here, I imagine, little chrome ones, they stick up about this high. I'd like to have some used ones, all because, well, I just like them, I guess. But anyway, I'm glad to have it back, and it's turned out to be a pretty good old truck for what it is. And what else is I going to tell you today? I'm hoping I got my comments. I'm hoping I got that fixed. I think I do, but don't hold me to it. But I hope that I do. My wife and I worked on it for several hours trying to figure out what the heck's going on, and still don't know if we got it right. But it seems like I'm getting comments now, and I appreciate all those people that wrote under my videos, test comment and stuff, because I couldn't figure out how to contact somebody to give me a test comment. So that worked out good too. So what else is I going to tell you? I don't know. Anyway, I have it all in my head. Then when I start talking, I can't remember nothing. But anyway, appreciate you watching the video. And I was getting ready to go to town today real quick. And I was thinking about this old truck. And I thought before it starts raining and gets colder, I was just thinking about how many parts on this truck I have owned before. I've owned this hood twice, this fender twice, the grill, the bumper. I've owned this almost the whole front end twice, as you can see the holes. In case you're a new subscriber, this truck was left in the woods for dead, and it was just full of trash. I mean, beer cans and all kinds of, trash. And I suspect that's why it has so many holes in the bed, because it sat in the woods so long. I guess it just started decaying in the bed of the truck. But that's how I bought it. I bought this truck from Brian. They got this truck out of the woods, had to cut trees down to get it out, and because it'd been in there so long. And I'm telling you, it was just piled inside and out, full of trash, and it was left for dead. The story I got on this truck was the guy that owned the truck, he let his brother drive the truck to go somewhere, I guess. Obviously, to go somewhere. He let his brother drive the truck. Well, his brother had a wreck in it, and tore up the hood, the fender, the whole front end, practically, and wasn't worth fixing. So they shoved it in the woods. Might have been a field then, but it just growed up around it with trees and whatnot. The reason they had to cut trees down to get it out. But Brian found it, and he was telling me about it, and I told him I wanted the truck, and I hadn't even seen it. So when I did see it, and whew, boy, it was this color all over. It had been painted with house paint, with a paintbrush, and that's the reason you see so much brown on here. The whole truck was painted with house paint, brown house paint, and that's probably what saved it from getting any worse. But so I got it, and I'll just tell you this quick story. I know you old subscribers has probably heard this a time or two, but maybe I can get this glove box open. Hang on. There we go. This is probably the lowest option truck I think I've ever seen in my life. It was born white with green vinyl trim, and there wasn't much to it. It's just a 6-cylinder, 3-speed on the column, and I wish it still was 3-speed on the column. But somebody before me has made it a floor shifter, which I had to buy another new one. So anyway, everything that you see here is stuff that I have bought. I forgot I had that. Might use that. Anyway, it was white on the outside with green trim on the inside, green seat belts, green door panels, whatnot. So I used to have a 71 Chevy truck just like this, and it's a V8. Boy, it's a sharp truck, real sharp. And don't have it anymore. As with some of my other ones, I don't have them anymore, sold them. But anyway, it was baby blue with a white top. Well, I started painting this truck rattle can baby blue with a white top. It's supposed to be all white. I just painted, as I said, the whole truck's brown. Picture it brown. That's the reason I named it Big Turd. When I first seen it, it looked like a big rolling turd. So painted the top white, and I was done about half of it baby blue. And I had a YouTube subscriber, one of my friends, said, why don't you just paint it, I call it a seafoam green. Once you paint it seafoam green and it'll match the trim, you won't have to paint all that. Duh. I don't know why I didn't think of that. But I didn't. So I'm not the brightest bulb in the room sometimes. So anyway, I done that and painted it, scuffed it up to make it look like it'd been on there all its life. And I left these spots here where Tim has patched it. And boy, I tell you, there was a lot of patchwork on this truck. Whew, new rockers, everything. And I told him I'm just going to leave it like that. And I clear coated it with clear coat, spray clear coat, and everything I do is rattle can. So I think it took me about 15 cans, give or take. But I'm pretty sure right at 15, maybe a little more, to do the whole truck, to paint it, white and green. By the time you do all this on the insides, and I painted all this black. But I done the best I could, and I tried to leave it patina style because that's just how I like them. So, but anyway, I'm getting long-winded. I'm bad about that. I apologize. Anyway, I'm glad to have it back home, but that's the story on this old truck. The parts on it and stuff I've owned twice. I had the hood. I had another long bed 71 truck. I sold it to Tim Dixon at Gas X Chop Shop. Well, Tim had plans with it, but you know him, he buys a whole bunch of stuff, and sometimes things get put on the back burner. Well, Brian wanted it, so Brian bought the truck, the long bed truck that I used to own. And the next thing you know, this truck popped up, and I wound up having some of these parts. As I said, I've owned them twice. So it's kind of funny how, I guess my point for the day is, isn't it funny how things turn out sometimes? Or it is to me. Anyway, golly, I've talked a lot. Appreciate you watching the video. I sure didn't mean to be so long-winded. Please give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about old Big Turd. If you like the truck, or you like the paint job, if you don't like it, just say I don't like it. I'm thick-skinned. Hey, I can take it. Some people do, some people don't. But everybody's different. That's what makes the world go around. So appreciate you watching the video. Hope y'all's having a great day. I sure am. Trying to enjoy what little bit of sunlight we got left. Fix and put this back in the garage, and I guess I'll catch you next video. I'm on Instagram, Primer Is Best, all one word. Facebook, Primer Is Best. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. It sure would mean a whole lot to me. I appreciate it. And leave me a comment, good or bad. I can take it. It don't matter. And for those that I haven't left a comment to, I apologize. I try to answer everyone that I can, that I know of. But sometimes YouTube, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And please check out what's Mike doing today. What's Mike doing today? He's working on a Monte Carlo, and he has a 67 Chevy truck almost like this one that he's working on. It's pretty interesting to watch. I appreciate it. Hey, y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later.